Well, new tonight, Governor Kemp has just issued a new executive order pertaining to the coronavirus, but this time he included a measure giving businesses the right to choose whether they want to enforce local mask mandates. Janu Her breaks it all down for us.
Governor Brian Kemp has signed a new executive order as the previous one is set to expire at midnight. Right now, there is no statewide mask mandate in Georgia. However, the new order still won't include a statewide mask mandate, although he encourages citizens to wear them. Governor Kemp says his order, which goes into effect today, will only allow mask mandates for public property and not private businesses. In a statement, he says this order also protects Georgia businesses from government overreach by restricting the application and enforcement of local masking requirements to public property. While I support local control, it must be properly balanced with property rights and personal freedoms. But a White House task force urged the state to issue one as cases have risen over the last month. According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which says it got a copy of the leaked report from a source dated August 9th. That report describes the virus in Georgia as widespread and expanding community viral spread. It makes recommendations, including strongly recommending a statewide mask mandate, closing businesses like clubs, bars, and gyms in high-risk counties, and ramping up testing and contact tracing. Dr. Sarita Shah with Emory University has been involved with testing in Fulton County since the beginning of the pandemic.
Testing in Georgia has been improving, but it's far behind where it needs to be. There are targets that are set based on a number of different epidemiologic parameters, and we are still well below where we need to be.